Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel, and in our top stories today, the continuing saga, the Epstein files, the Epstein case, however you want to define it. Now, we'll be omitting certain words, of course, as we read these, keep it family friendly, as it were, here on YouTube. And of course, I welcome all your guys' thoughts and comments down in the comments section. What is this continuation of this case indicating? Is it a way for the media? Is it a way for the politicians to inject something to serve as a distraction? And will we ever see any kind of resolution to any of this is also the case. And I will be sharing, of course, across the spectrum. As you know, we're here on Ground News, and we can see the biased distribution. And so I'll play some clips from some of the other outlets, of course. We'll start from right here on, well, it's not the center, but I'm starting it up from the center of my selection here. But from the New York Post, Supreme Court rejects Ghislaine Maxwell's appeal for her trafficking conviction. The U.S. Supreme Court on Monday rejected a bid from Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's imprisoned ex-girlfriend, to overturn her conviction on federal charges of grooming and trafficking. The High Court included Maxwell's trafficking conviction on a long list of cases it declined to review, meaning the convicted person, her only hope now to escape her 2-decade prison term, is a pardon or sentence commutation from President Trump. As it is custom, the justice did not provide a reason for declining not to revisit the 63-year-old convict's case. So, of course, I don't know if they're trying to be tongue-in-cheek about President Trump or not in this situation. But we're going to jump over here to MSNBC because we have a new twist. They've introduced a new outline that they want to share with everyone. But I know you guys are astute. I know you guys are aware of what's going on. But this is their new leveraging point. And I'll play a little bit of it for you.
New revelation: Trump and his administration's claims about the Epstein files are raising fresh concerns that someone is lying. And surprisingly, this new information is coming from inside the administration, courtesy of Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. Going off script, Lutnick is making new claims about how Jeffrey Epstein made his money.
This guy was the greatest blackmailer ever. Blackmailed people. That's how he had money.
That is literally the complete opposite of what Trump's DOJ claimed in their now infamous July memo, which said, quote, "There was also no credible evidence found that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals as part of his actions."
So now you can see here what the game is. The game here is to pit the administration against one another, to create a contradictory situation to where the government can't be trusted or the administration can't be trusted because of these two different interpretations, as it were. But, of course, this is what the media does. They take information and they try to find ways to exploit whatever it is they want to push as a narrative. And, of course, at any time, any opportunity they get to embarrass the Trump administration, they will do it. And here we're going to hear from Fox News. So we're going to hear an opposing, well, not opposing to that particular outline, but here's what we learned that is more significant as far as the Supreme Court and what happened in the interviews here. So we're going to start off here with Fox News.
All right, it's time to bring in our panel. We've got Fox News contributor Mark Thiessen, Real Clear Politics White House correspondent Phil Wegman, and Democratic strategist Megan Hayes. Great to have all of you with us here on set tonight. Mark, let's start with this. Take a listen to Ghislaine Maxwell talking to Todd Blanche about former President Bill Clinton.
I think you said you're not aware of President Clinton ever going to the island.
He absolutely never went, and I can be sure of that because there's no way he would have gone. I don't believe there's any way that he would have gone to the island had I not been there.
Nobody would believe it. I mean, to listen to her speak on these audio tapes, you would think she's Mother Teresa.
I know.
Nobody she knows has ever even thought anything inappropriate.
Yeah. So she says there's no client list. There is a client list. I know there's a client list. You know how I know there's a client list? It's in her head. She was the pimp. She was the one who procured the girls. She was the one who was his connection to all the wealthy people. No one went to the island without her permission or without her recruiting them. She knows every child who was abused. She knows every person who did it. I remember, you know, in the old legal shows when you interrogate somebody, you take a legal pad and a pen and say, write down your statement. Somebody should give her a legal pad and say, write down the list. She's got it in her head.
Megyn, the big question today is why on earth they are talking to her now. Blanche asked her some questions about President Trump. Take a listen to this clip of one of her answers.
I actually never saw the president in any type of massage setting. I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody. In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in all respects.
So fascinating how they're trying to contrast a lot of this. And, of course, Dershowitz, Epstein's attorney, knows all this as well. And we've covered this here on the channel. We've actually showed you video of him outlining that he was aware of it, of course, but he's under an NDA, right, a non-disclosure agreement as an attorney. And, of course, here we have some information from TMZ, basically expounding on what we've just covered here as well. And, of course, below the video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to include X, by the way. So I like to stop by here sometimes and just kind of show you. Not a lot of activity typically that would be here on X when it comes to this because, of course, all the things that are going on in the various blue states as we have covered here on the channel. But I find it fascinating, the contrast between the various outlets. And, of course, I wanted to share all this with you. This is going to be no surprise to none of you here on the BuzWeaver channel because, of course, you guys are astute and are aware and are very shrewd and know what all is going on. But I do welcome your comments down in the public section. Are we ever going to see any resolution to this at all? Ever? Are we ever going to get just like a here's the entirety of the situation with whatever redactions or deletions or whatever was changed either from one administration to the other administration? It's just fascinating to see how all this is unfolding. But it is interesting in its timing as well. But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for your continued support. That's on BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey. That would be New Tech. And Rumble's really starting to grow quite a bit, getting a lot of attention. But we'll see how much further down the road it becomes before it becomes a little more mainstream with YouTube. But I do thank all you guys on Rumble and, of course, everyone here on YouTube. You guys have been amazing here in 2025. It's been a very interesting year with the kind of a cranked-up satisfaction algorithm that they're using now. But you guys have been amazing. So the likes, the shares, and the comments are incredible to help out the channel. But, of course, the other way you help out the channel is through my affiliate marketing links down there below. You guys know how those work, but I do appreciate those who engage with the affiliate marketing. So if you guys do use Amazon from time to time or are looking for a virtual private network, those two affiliates are excellent. I enjoy them, and it does help out the channel. But, of course, your likes, your shares, and your comments do that as well. But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for your continued support here. Appearing there on the screen, that would be the channel icon here on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, of course, you guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notification. That way you know when there's content here on the channel, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.